few weeks ago, met with a gentleman, came to me and said, all right, I'm contemplating divorce. We've been married a little over 30 years. Kids are grown, but I got stay-at-home mom as my wife, and she's going to be wanting spousal support out of me. And I'm afraid she's going to take a chunk of my retirement money. And I've been working hard all these years, saving up money, paying down the house and saving up for retirement. Got a small pension from one of my jobs. I've got a 401k. We put money into an IRA. What's going to happen? And I could understand. Man spent 30 years trying to accumulate some wealth, get ready for retirement, and that was probably going to go right out the window, or at least some of it is. And so if you're in that situation, I've got 30 years of practicing law here in West Michigan, and I can answer those questions. I'm Jim Kraayeveld, founding attorney here at Kraayeveld Family Law. And yes, we get that kind of a question fairly often. First of all, retirement. Michigan's an equitable distribution state. Whatever you've acquired during the marriage is marital property. So if you had a job before marriage, you might be able to exclude that. But what you put away during the marriage is marital property. And it's typically going to be divided 50-50. 401k, 403b, whatever it may be, you're going to need a quadro, qualified domestic relations order. And that's going to then give the authority to your employer or former employer, the person holding your 401k money or 403b money, to distribute it. IRAs, you can transfer with a letter. Pensions, you're going to need an actuarial amount, and you're going to also need some kind of one of those domestic relations orders. But another issue that comes up is Social Security. If you've been married for more than 10 years, your spouse has a right to elect to get 1/2 of your Social Security payout once you start collecting Social Security. And it doesn't cost you anything, but it's something that you ought to consider and discuss when you're divvying up all of your assets. Spousal support is a big question that comes up in gray divorces. Look, we're mid-50s. We've got at least a decade to go until we can collect Social Security. Yep, with a long-term marriage, you're going to be paying spousal support, assuming that you're working and she's not. And even if she picks up some kind of a small job, but isn't going to have the ability to earn what you are, you're going to be paying spousal support. Could be permanent. That amount might go down, but the length of it might just be permanent. It might be until both of you reach Social Security age. Sometimes you can buy yourself out of that by saying, good, I'll give you the entire house, or I'll give you more retirement. Those are all different options that you can consider. And of course, that's where your attorney can advise you. Here's your risks. This is what you can expect, and try to settle it. But you've got to take into account dividing your retirement. All of it that's marital is going to get divided. You need to talk about Social Security. And you're going to need to talk about spousal support. Because, of course, if she's saying, wait a minute, I can't earn more than $40,000, $50,000, even if I work full-time somewhere, how am I going to keep my standard of living? You're going to have to take that into account. We can help with those issues. But yes, as long as you know what to anticipate, that takes a little bit of the fear or the questioning out of it, and you can know what to anticipate. If you ever need a consultation, you can always contact our firm. We're here to help. Until next time.